Hello everyone, my name is Siona Promoda and I go by Dolly, and today I'm speaking to you from Puerto Rico. Welcome to Build with Dolly. Today I'm here to share a very exciting occasion with you, the use of open source design to build a high flow oxygen concentrator. It's been a journey of over a year and a half, kicked off by a team led by Meher Dowdy from the USA with a loose collaboration of members from over 20 countries to culminate in having the first patient in India at a hospital near New Delhi using this device. Further, I'm glad to share that over the course of the day, the machine has actually behaved well. All those hours engineering and testing have really paid off. So much so that doctors are asking Oxikit for additional devices so that they no longer have to switch out oxygen tanks. We are very encouraged. Even as we celebrate this major milestone for Oxikit and all the sweat and tears it has taken to get here, we pray that Oxikit's patient number 1 regains her health quickly. Dr. O'Connell, you are a practicing physician, you are a researcher, you are a medical educator, an acclaimed author, and you share all of this knowledge through your podcasts. You are here because you want every COVID patient in the world to be able to breathe. You have helped Oxikit with medical protocols when medical grade supplies were not available. How did you balance pragmatism with high medical standards in your judgment calls?
Well, we began with the knowledge back in April 2020 that when COVID patients began to get sick, they needed a source of oxygen because their oxygen levels dropped. And then we also knew that as they got more sick, they actually needed high flow oxygen. That's oxygen pumped at a very high rate in order to keep their oxygen levels up. And so we began with that knowledge, but then with the hypothesis that if the medical system started to get overwhelmed, and we were originally thinking about it in terms of the US medical system, but our thinking was that if the system begins to get overwhelmed, what is going to happen then? You know, if the system doesn't have enough beds for patients and then can't supply oxygen, what might happen? And then we took that hypothesis further and started to think about other areas around the world that may not have the same access to oxygen that the United States does. And that's where the original idea for developing an open source oxygen concentrator came from. It was really kind of a disaster scenario or a setting where the healthcare system was getting overrun. And we wanted to develop a backup. The idea that based on what we were seeing or historically had seen from the 1918 influenza epidemic, that these things come in waves and really could overwhelm the healthcare system.
Little Prayer by Dennis Smith. Let ruin end here. Let him find honey. Where there was once a slaughter, let him enter the lion's cage. And a field of lilacs, let this be the healing. And if not, let it be. Hello everyone, I am Chili Promoda, a high school student in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am here with Meher Dowdy, the founder of the Oxikit movement. Meher, you are such an impressive entrepreneur with a long and broad track record of entrepreneurial successes. You're a technologist, an eyelash entrepreneur, and now a medical device architect. But this one is rather unique, in the sense that it has to work under limited circumstances, like air, water, and power, and has to work across many different settings for a wide spectrum of users. How do you design for universal applicability under such extreme constraints?
The answer to that is you just get started and you get going, right? That's you prototype, you make a base design, you will then go out to the market. It's very important to get to the real world applicable use.